If you are a beginner trader, you should be trading Bitcoin. In this video, I want to tell you why that is the case. First, I want to give you a couple assumptions I am operating under. First, well, you're a beginner. And as a beginner, you're looking to learn. And a great way to learn is to practice. And then on top of that, I'm also assuming that you contribute to society. So you don't live in your mom's basement. But I guess even if you live in your mom's basement and eat meatloaf all day, this would still apply to you in a general sense. But because you do contribute to society, well, you're not going to have a wide open schedule. You're going to have times where you work and you're not going to be able to well practice because, again, you are working. So that's the general assumptions that I am making here. And that is why Bitcoin can be very, very helpful, as it allows you to accomplish and tackle all these different assumptions that you have. Now, the first thing about Bitcoin that makes it very, very helpful is it is open 24/7, 365 days a year. And given we're operating on the assumption that you want to learn via practicing, I mean, in theory, you could practice all day.
Look at this, Winston. I can do this all day, man.
Yeah, I got it all day,
I
man.
do this all day. I don't even have to think about it.
That's awesome. Keep going.
All day.
Yeah, I got it all day,
I
too.
do this all day, Winston.
Hey, how long can you do this for?
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I got it all day, too.
So right there, we have the time thing taken care of. Bitcoin's open all day, every day, so you could find a time where you could practice. But how are you going to practice, and where does this come into play in terms of, all right, how do we learn in the best way possible? Now, I should note that maybe you thought the title meant like, oh, so you're not saying I actually have to trade Bitcoin with real money. I can just use a demo or a simulator or paper trade it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So I suppose a little bit of clickbait.
I am sorry that I neglected you, and I didn't realize you were that upset.
So let me take you to a platform and show you exactly how this practicing can be done, and why, most importantly, practicing in the way I'm about to show you is by far the most important way to do it. And the platform you're going to see is WeBull here. They're always running promotions. So to get this platform and do what I'm going to show you, use the link down below. And because they're promotions, they will hook you up. So here we are looking at Bitcoin. And as a reference point, it is a Saturday when I'm recording this video. And watching that candlestick right there, you will see that it is still moving around. Over here, you can see the price is still moving, which just shows you that it really is open all day, even on a Saturday. So what we want to focus on, what a lot of people do is this. So let me, for example, let's say, all right, look at this section of the chart. How would you, trade that? How would you approach that and make a trade? And this is what textbooks do, right? They'll show you past and they'll say, all right, and then they'll map something out. So maybe you're looking at that yellow box saying, okay, well, the way I would play that is, there's very clear bull flag pattern there. And with the bull flag, I would have, gone and purchased the breakout of it. And that's how I would have played that. And, maybe so, fair enough. But maybe, just maybe, consider that the reason your brain did all that is because you have hindsight and because you see what happened with this bull flag and there is a massive breakout. That is why textbooks, I argue, not so good. All textbooks do is show you the past, and they never tell you this, but hindsight confirmation bias creeps in, and then you start to see things very clearly. You start to know what to do very clearly because, well, you're looking at the past. You have full data. You know exactly what has happened, and even though you tell yourself, I'll be honest about it, no, you won't. There's nothing you can do to unsee what you see, because once that happens, you'll have that hindsight confirmation bias. And like I said, it's just not the real world. So how do we get to the real world? How does Bitcoin help us in this regard? How does the WeBull platform help us in this regard? Well, let me show you. So let me ask you this. What would you do at this point? What would you do at this exact moment in time? Now you're saying, well, why is this hard? Well, because when you look to the right, what do we have over here? We have utter darkness, and that is our friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
And this is where we want to be hanging out. You want to be looking this way because this is the real world of trading, where you don't know what happens next. When you look to the left, again, that is where the books hang out. Books hang out over here. Books will show you a nice image and then map out a pattern or how you should have played things. Yeah, anybody can do that. But when you look to the right and you look into that void of darkness, This is where the learning, this is where the experience is going to come from. You've got to get over here where there is nothing, and you've got to determine what is the best way to move forward within a trade plan and your strategy. And Bitcoin offers all of those things. Maximum flexibility from a time schedule. WeBull helps by giving you the ability to look into the darkness, and you can then start to get a realistic view and a realistic idea of what it's like to try to construct trade plans in real time. Not looking to the left, but looking to the right into the darkness. So if you are a beginner and you're wanting to learn, which I'm assuming you are, and you want to have maximum flexibility with your schedule, which I'm assuming you are, get yourself WeBull. Again, use that link down below. I'll put it in the description box, and then go and start to focus on Bitcoin. So even if you never trade Bitcoin with any of your real money, just by using it as a tool to practice for whatever you're going to trade, because a chart is a chart, whether you're trading Forex, options, futures, stocks, anything, a chart is a chart, translates to all of those. So even though you may never trade Bitcoin with real money, Bitcoin is still a very, very valuable tool for those of you as beginners. So I hope this helps. If there's any questions or anything like that, leave those down below. Get out there, get your WeBull account, and start trading Bitcoin. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.